This is your February 27th, 2025 session. The swing's better. Okay, you're taking the backswing's a little more deliberate, and there's actually a slight pause at the top. So let's just play it through. Let's go maybe a little more than half speed. So you can actually see the club at the top as opposed to when you whipsaw it. And the thing is, when you whipsaw it, it doesn't give you a chance for the lower body to kick in. In reality, it's up here. Then the first move down is a weight shift. When there's no even a resemblance of a pause, it's like bam, like this, and you don't get a chance to do anything. So way better swing. And if you look at it, I mean, the club, the shaft is pretty much on plane the entire trip. Okay, so it's better. Now, like I said before we started recording, is the number one objective is to get your hands, your left bicep off your left pec in the backswing with higher hands and a better shoulder turn. So I'll point out some of the things we'll eventually refine, but we'll backtrack and get back to getting a better top position. But this top position is quite good. So now at this point, the club head should be overlapping your hands. Before it was out here, so it's better, but we'd still like, instead of you doing this with your wrists, we want this action here. So see how the bed of the club, if we just rotate the shoulders without doing anything with our wrists, it's going to come naturally inside like that, and then from here we just up to the top and put it in the plane. So improvement is probably like 50% better. You're not getting way off, you're getting slightly off. But, what's that, maybe 8 inches? Before it was like 30 inches. So then you get it right on plane here, and this is where your old backswing was, except your hands were pinched more in here. Now it's out here. You can still see, you don't have, that left arm pinching your pec. And I like this. So this is quite good. The left arm is right on plane. Before it was actually under it. Your hands were about, in here, something like that. So better spot at the top. Now, you historically have trouble with a flying elbow, and with a flying elbow, to get it, see you have that on plane, you've got to watch my grip. So a flying elbow, to get it on plane, I've got to kind of manipulate, see how it goes to my hand. So that's why your grip up here is kind of goofy. So it just becomes a lot smoother if we go here, and that elbow should be pointed down like this. So you keep your elbows both in front of you. You get it too wide here. The thing is, too deep here it's going to promote this over the top too steep move. If you have it in here nicely, all you do is drop the elbow here, and it's all in play. Then we go and turn. So that's traditionally your fault is too steep, and it's slightly steep now, but not as bad as it was. So I just think while you're thinking about a different position at the top, get that elbow down. It's going to help the delivery of the club. Okay, so as you come down, see when the hands get when hands get chest high, the good guys, they've got the elbow in here. Then from here, all they do is release through like that. With that, you got that elbow kind of floating, so you're fighting this, and you're trying to get it on a plane. You have to kind of move the grip type of thing. So you know, if you get this elbow pointed down, then you just drop here. Now all you do is just rotate through. When you got the flying elbow, you're fighting this thing. You get that elbow down, it comes in here nicely. So we'll take a look at that because it's just part of the top position, which is better. I think you can improve it a little more. Okay, so yeah. And another thing that's making it hard is, see the butt of the club, if we're going to draw some lines, oops. See, it's going straight at the ball. And see, this green line, this vertical green line, is where the butt of the club started. The butt of the club started at that X. Okay. Now, when you get it outside of where it started, you've got to pull it back this way. You know, so the butt of the club is going out here. It's too far. It's got to come back here to hit the ball. If it's out here and you don't take the butt of the club this direction, you're going to swing over the ball like this. So the action instead of this should be, without rotating the body, is basically dropping your hands here. So if this elbow is pointed here, this is really an easy move. And then from here, just rotating will put it in the right spot. So it sounds complicated, but it's not, and I think it's part of the elbow thing. So that's causing you some problems as far as you've always fought coming in too steep. And those fat shots that are high in the club face, you're kind of stuck behind, which is, you're stuck behind because you're coming in too steep instead of rotating through and hitting it. Good. Okay, so this is great. See how the shaft exits on plane? That shoulder tilt is great. Your eyes are still in that space. That's really good position. You know, you got a little trouble with the butt coming from the backboard. I'm not worried about that at this point. Okay, so yeah. So, just real quickly, the takeaway is much better. It gets to here, you're rotating your head, which is great, you know, but then you stop it right there, and I've drawn too many lines here, but you can see how that upper body is kind of stacked straight up and down, whereas he's got, you know, that's from the tip of his shoulder to his hip. He's leaning away from it, and you know, that you used to be like stacked like this, and so you had to reverse out of it. It's better now than it was, but let's get this thing more, okay? And then there's a hesitancy to rotate your head any further than this, but it doesn't matter if you lose sight of the ball. So you're like this, and you have to rotate your head, get that shoulder under your chin. You have to rotate it